The Chief Economist of Government initiative is targeted to strengthen knowledge-based policymaking in African countries to promote economic growth and transformation. To achieve this goal, the initiative convened and support a peer network of chief economic advisors to presidents and prime ministers. Jallow Loom, Deputy Chief of Staff and Economic Advisor for the Gambia, said the theme for this year's forum, Powering Africa's Future, Energy Access and Financial Options, is timely and relevant, as it re-echoes the ambition of many African lawmakers, including those from the Gambia, which is expanding efforts to increase access to affordable and reliable electricity.
Under the leadership of His Excellency the President, we have made energy access a top priority to drive industrial growth, fuel the private sector development, and help lift our people out of poverty. Our target is very clear. It is to light up every single home by the 2030 global agenda. With the Gambia, we have a target. We want to make sure by the end of this year, at least if we don't have 100% access, we will have at least close to 90% energy access. So therefore, the theme could not be more timely to be discussed in our country.
The World Bank representative in the Gambia, Franklin Mutahakana, underscores continuous support for the Gambia's development initiatives and collaborative efforts to achieve sustainable economic growth.
Unfortunately, for most parts of sub-Saharan Africa, millions of the population live without access to electricity, hindering their prospects for economic development, economic advancement, and impeding economic development. In recognition of this, the World Bank Group, together with other development partners and governments in the region, have made a commitment to electrify the region, actually electrify the continent, through flagship programs such as the Mission 300.
The World Bank Africa Chief Economist, Andrew Dabalent, stated that a major challenge impeding Africa's energy access is the lack of access to financing.
If there's one inequality that stands out between Africa and the rest of the world, it's energy inequality. And I think closing that gap is going to be tremendously important for African development going forward. So this network has been created precisely to have a flow of ideas, to create a community, to exchange information and solutions that are going to be kind of rapid and real time. So that's part of the reason why I think it is such an invaluable network.
The German ambassador to the Gambia revealed that access to electricity not only provides lighting, but more importantly powers the industrial base of the African continent to promote economic growth, create jobs, and increase economic prosperity.
Our objective from the German government is clear: to support partner countries in closing the energy access gap while advancing a just and sustainable energy transition. This is essential to achieving global development and climate goals, particularly in sub-Saharan Africa.
The Minister of Finance and Economic Affairs, Sidi Keita, said the Gambia has significantly diversified its sources of electricity generation with the completion of the 23 megawatts Jambu Solar Power Station, jointly financed by the government of the Gambia, World Bank, European Union, and the European Investment Bank.
The government of His Excellency the President is very aware of the strategic role of the access to reliable and affordable energy for expanding economic growth and broadening the tax base and driving the overall economic and social development of our country. The energy access has reached 73% now, and we are on course to reach the ambitious goal of the President of universal access by 2026. We thank the World Bank Group and other development partners in this quantum leap in the energy sector. The government has provided unwavering support to this sector through the budget, and we are seeking more improved and efficiency of spending of the public sector in this regard.
In his opening statement, the Vice President, His Excellency Mohammed B.S. Jallow, said as a government, Gambia remains fully aware of energy challenges linked to reliability of electricity and its attendant impact on economic growth and private sector competitiveness.
Our successes so far have been achieved on the back of major reforms and investment in the sector. In particular, we have made significant investment in the electricity infrastructure in the country and improved connectivity to our neighboring countries through the Gambia River Basin Development Organization, that is OMBG, and the West Africa Power Pool, thus allowing us to participate in the regional electricity market. This has allowed the Gambia to import electricity from our neighbors at relatively reasonable costs, thereby lowering our overall cost of electricity supply. Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, earlier this year, we are happy to launch the first nationally owned 225 kV transmission line and a national control center. These investments are core in addressing legacy issues of inadequate transmission infrastructure, reducing power system, and digitizing key infrastructure within the sector.
Established in 2018, CEOG is a network of chief economist advisors to president and prime ministers across sub-Saharan Africa. The network is the first and only initiative in Africa bringing together economic advisors to strengthen skills, knowledge, and capacities in the collections and analysis of relevant data to improve and impact economic development. Reporting for GRTS News, I am Omar P. Jallow.